Another good thing about a shipping container, other than storage and safety for the equipment and for our farm supplies, is the fact that we can do so much more with it afterwards.
Early in the morning, I have not had my coffee yet, but as you can see, we're up working. We put the post down behind us because we have another special thing to show you today. It should be delivered at 8 o'clock and we're so excited about it, and I can't wait until it gets here. So let's go talk to Dad and see what he has to say about what's getting ready to happen this morning. Dad, are you ready this morning?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We got another shipping container coming in this morning, and we'll show you. But this is exactly like this right here, you know?
It's exactly like this one.
Yeah,
Dad,
yeah.
Can you tell them a little bit about, I think a lot of people are curious about what we have to put down in order to have the shipping container on the property. I believe this is 6 by 6 by 8.
Yeah, 6 by 6 by 8.
Yeah.
Very, very important. It helps keep the rust from under the bottom, and it's
Keep it off the ground.
yeah,
basically.
keep it off the ground, you know.
So
especially the rust. The rust. Yeah, that's what we're worried about, the rust.
Mm-hmm.
See, since we had this off the ground, we don't have all that rust at the bottom. Okay.
Right.
There's just a little dirt, you know, rust. So y'all gotta excuse me, I gotta get busy now.
Yes, Dad has to work to level the land before the arrival of the container, so he has to just get that one post in the back a little bit more level. So he's working on that today. But yeah, today is a good day. So it's this particular post that's in the back that's not quite leveled. As you can see, underneath there's kind of like a gap, small gap on one side and a small gap on the other, and Dad is getting ready to fix that by adding some dirt underneath that area, along with some rocks, hopefully, if we have some. But yep, Dad's working in the back, and I'm getting ready to prepare to go to the store to get the locks that we need in order to lock up this container. Safety is always first, so you have to do things to protect your property, especially when you're in an area that has some social economic issues. You don't want anybody stealing from you, because as you remember on Dad's channel, he mentioned about his chainsaw being stolen. So, you know, we're going to have equipment for farming in both of our containers, and we have to do what we need to do to protect it. So I'll definitely go get the locks for the container soon. The ground is almost leveled. Dad's worked this out, and the container will be here in 10 minutes, hopefully. Dad got this side all leveled out, just working on the one in the back. He'll just flip this one over. We'll work together and flip this one over, and then the other one in the back will be flipped, and the shipping container should be here in 10 minutes. So it's day 2 and we're waiting for the new shipping container to come. You know, we had the situation from yesterday, and so hopefully it's a better day. We desperately need it in order for us to move forward. So hopefully they do us right this time around and bring us a shipping container that has doors that will be able to close. That's all we're asking for at this point. Our new shipping container that has doors that work. You know, let's see what Dad has to say. Dad, day 2. You think they're gonna have it right this time, Dad?
Yeah, that was a nice shipping container yesterday, but the only problem was the door. The door wasn't closed.
Yeah.
But I liked it, you know. Mm-hmm. So, hope they could bring it on out before it started raining real bad.
Yeah.
But we got ourselves better organized, you know.
Right. I was telling them we need it desperately, so hopefully they get us right this time. This is our second time shopping with them, and we didn't have a bad experience before until now, so.
Yeah. You can understand that. Yeah. Now, the door just won't close, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So as I said, we're waiting. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's going to be worth the wait. You know, got my check ready. We got the land prep. Let me show you what it looks like in order to prep your land for your shipping container. Some people use blocks, but we use 6x6x8 boards. So this is the area that it'll go. So we flatten it out as much as possible in order to lay 1 6x6x8 here. We already got the other one right here. So, yep, we're just patiently waiting. So Dad is going to go over really quick before the shipping container gets here all the tools that we used in order to flatten and level the earth behind us. Okay, Dad, let's talk about the tools, Dad.
Well, what we had to do, we had to get the surface ready for the shipping container. Mm-hmm. What I did back in the back, because when he come in, he gonna have to drop the shipping container on top of this 6x6. And I made sure it's level. See? It's level right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, drop this up, level this off. And the tools that I use, I like this brick right here. Whoever created this brick right here, remind me of construction. And I use a regular hoe, a pick, and a shovel.
A pick and a shovel.
And that's it.
That's all that
we
need.
Also make sure you have your safety glasses on when you.
Oh, safety glasses.
Yeah, because when you using the pick, the debris will jump and hit your eye.
Right.
So safety first, whatever you do.
Safety first.
Might seem like a simple project, but if you damage your eye, you're in the world for trouble.
That's true.
Okay then.
Okay. Yes, so the replacement is here. All right, so let's see how it goes. We still excited, y'all. So just blessed to be able to have another one. Much needed.
Okay, we finally got our new container. Do y'all hear that echo? It's empty, and we'll be loading up some equipment. We really needed to buy a new container in order to move forward. We can't have any equipment, unfortunately, out in the open because of the location that we chose our farm at, it has a lot of social economic issues. If they'll steal a chainsaw like they did like Dad explained on his channel, if they'll steal a chainsaw, doggone well they'll steal any kind of like heavy equipment. So we're not trying to have that. And the shipping container is what we are using right now to keep our things stored until we can put the house on the property, and then we can move in another direction. But another good thing about a shipping container, other than storage and safety for the equipment and for our farm supplies, is the fact that we can do so much more with it afterwards, right, Dad?
You can use it as a cottage. You can use it as an office. You can use it for a setup, like you want to sell some vegetables, and you have the office in the back. You can use it as, like they did in Miami, if you want to sell some smoothies,
or produce, or either smoothies.
Yeah, smoothie,
or milkshakes.
Milkshakes and stuff like that, strawberry milkshake. You can have that. There's a whole lot of different things that you could do with a shipping container versus what my daughter wanted to do when I first came up here. She wanted to get one of them aluminum, sheds.
He keep telling this story over and over again. I said, Dad, here's A or B option. We can get a shed or get a shipping container. And then he said, let's go ahead and get the shipping container so that nobody can just easily just break into it. With those sheds being on this property, it would have been broken into. But when somebody presents you with a plan A or plan B, say, hey, look at the ideas that I'm thinking about with if I go the shipping container route versus a shed container, does that mean that person came up with the idea? Dad be taking credit for stuff.
But if you compare,
but it's whatever.
If you compare a shipping container against an aluminum shed, there's no comparison. Because they could kick that on the back of it, they could kick that little aluminum piece open.
I was concerned that this was not like aesthetically pleasing. I'm very visual. I wanted to see how it would look, but now that I looked at all the other designs, and my son and I was just going over all the different designs, and I'll show you throughout this video, there's options, there's storefront options, there's a lot of things that you can do with a shipping container once you're done with the storage aspect of it. So that was my concern mainly, is the fact that is it aesthetically pleasing? But so many people have done some wonderful things with it. Turning it into a refrigerator is one thing to store your food. You could add walls in it along with installation. You can add a heater, an AC unit. You can add windows, you can add doors, you can turn it into a really functional structure. And that's probably what our goal is going to be after we finish using it and get a house on the property.
Yeah, the company that we brought the shipping container from, the front office had caught on fire some kind of way. And they use a shipping container, and that's where their office at. And it's very, very beautiful in there.
Yeah, they have like metal walls because it used to be a refrigerator, but they used that and converted it into like an office space, and it's really, really nice. So I'm just glad. We had some problems with the initial delivery, as you saw, and the door wouldn't close. So I do advise you, no matter who you buy your shipping container from, because we really do like this particular business because their product is good and their service is good. However, like we did have a mix up with the one that was delivered yesterday where the door wouldn't close. So whenever you decide to buy a shipping container, make sure that you open and close the doors. And don't let them just say, hey, we'll leave this defective shipping container here and come back later and fix the doors on site.
Don't do that.
Don't do that to yourself. I immediately was like, no, you cannot leave this here. Give me my check back. And you come back tomorrow with something that is new and operates the way that we need it to operate, since I'm spending so much money. Do not allow them to leave you anything where you cannot close the door, because it's hard to fix these doors. It's very hard. So that's what I recommend. But it's a good company overall, and we're very happy and satisfied.
And the guy did say that when he brought this shipping container here, he said that the guy said it's very, very hard to fix a door.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So always open and close, not just the one side, but both sides to make sure that it's level. Because if the door slants downward and you have to try to lift it, it's hard to lift and close it. It's not going to work out. So definitely check it out before they leave your premises after a delivery. So yeah, but we're happy.
This is worth the investment. Believe me, this is worth the investment. Now, when you get ready, we get ready to transform the shed into an office or whatever.
The shipping container.
Yeah, the shipping container into an office or whatever. They have guys that come out here and they put the windows in, they put the doors in, you know, and they do
or
the installation.
It might be another DIY project.
Yeah, it might be a DIY project.
And we'll show you how it turns out.
Yeah. But it's worth the investment, and it is. If you could look back there and back how far you go back there and how large it is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me step up there. I hope they can see me.
Dad, yeah, they can see. Dad keeps going and going.
Yeah. I wonder could they see me? Could you
Yeah.
see me? Could you see me? Could you see me?
They can see you, Dad.
Oh my God.
So we didn't get the 40-foot long one. We didn't get the 40-foot. We got the 20-foot long, and the height is 9 feet. But it's definitely worth it. You could store a lot in here. And our main concern is like I said, heavy equipment, things that we don't want people to have access to and leaving it out and they take it. We don't have.
You know,
time for
I
that.
seen a design. They had the shipping containers stacked on top of each other, right? They had the office on the bottom.
With some stairs leading up.
Yeah, and they had the bedroom and the bathroom and the kitchen upstairs, you know? And so this is a huge amount of space inside. But we finally was blessed to get this shipping container and we could move forward like we want to,
Yeah.
you know? And it's better than that storage that you had. Oh my God. I mean,
He always gonna tell the story wrong. Why he make it sound like I was just making a decision just to buy a shed only? If a person give you plan A, I'm gonna always say it, the truth. Let's just tell the truth. Plan A or plan B. You're vetting something. That doesn't mean that they came up with the idea. My dad be trying to take credit. He did not come up with the idea.
No, I didn't come up with the idea.
Okay.
I admit that. I did not come up with the idea.
Okay.
But my input is that you could do so much with a shipping container versus
A shed.
one of them aluminum shed or them prefab that last for a couple years and the termites eat them up and all that. You know, you don't need that headache.
Yeah.
You know, so we put the lighting in.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I'm like I said, here's some more designs. I'm going to show you designs throughout this video. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's some more designs. And you tell us yourself what you think. Like, if you have any options that we haven't put up in this video, go ahead and send it to our IG. Inbox us in IG and send us some pictures of office designs or farm stores, like a farm store kind of setup. We would love to see it. But yeah, this is just examples that we have for right now. But yeah, we have to take a run. But wanted to do this quick video before we leave the property. So yeah, we're excited about our new storage unit and shipping container. So yeah, we just want to share our excitement with you.
Yeah, and another thing, I could keep my tools and my weed eater in one shed and
Heavy equipment.
equipment, and she could put whatever she want to put in this side right here.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you got that gas and mixed with your other stuff, you have that fume smell, that, you know. Mm-hmm. But over here, we're not going to have no kind of chemical whatsoever inside the storage, you know.
Right.
You know?
That's true.
And so, we're good to go now.
We're good to go. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And look at, check out Tiffany dad, you know.
Tiffany's dad is his channel, everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone's always asking me over and over again. I'm going to put it down here below. Tiffany's dad is his channel, Tiffany's dad. So he has his own channel where he has his own opinion and he shares his thoughts about worldview, and then also some DIY projects that he'll be working on that's outside of farm operations. So yeah, go check that out.
And another thing, I'm going to be talking about my UFO experience when I was living in Miami. And the UFO experience happened the same night that Nixon and Jackie Gleason went out to Homestead Air Force Base. They saw it in one perspective, I saw it in another perspective.
Right. So he'll have a variety of topics on his channel, so make sure you go check it out. So we're wrapping this up now, Dad. So remember, like I said, to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you once again for watching.